Hi guys, so as the title says, today we're gonna talk about 7 tips or tricks on how to feel better when you're sad. Because I don't know, today I feel a bit down, so I wanna share with you what I normally do or what I would advise myself to do when I'm in not such a good mood. So let's get right down to it, and hopefully by the end of the video I'll feel just as happy as you should feel if you follow these steps. I mean tips, because they're not steps. You don't have to do them in a particular order. So if I look down, it's because I made a list because I am organized. So that's why. I'm smiling already, see? It works. I told you it works. Trust me. So number 1, I'm gonna get a pen and just cross out as I go. Number 1, put down the music. Stop listening to sad music. I know it's hard. I know that when you're sad, the first thing you want to do is just put your headphones on and listen to your sad music. Don't. It makes it worse. Just honestly, if you want my opinion, don't listen to music at all. Or if you want to pick me up, listen to What Does the Fox Say. That always makes me feel jolly after I listen to that song when I'm sad. So listen to that one, or no music at all, but most definitely Evanescence or whatever, not the time for that. Okay, so got that checked out. Number 2, pay attention to the weather. This is somewhat of a weird observation, but when I'm sad and it's nice outside, it makes me feel even worse. I don't know if that makes sense, because your mood doesn't fit with the weather, so you feel a bit like, oh, it's so nice, and I'm like, and I just want to curl up in a ball of darkness. But yeah, if it's nice out and if everyone tells you like, oh, you should go outside and see the sun, it's gonna make you feel better. If it doesn't, don't do it. Just pull the blinds down and go to your room, go to your comfy place. Don't turn off all the lights and start like in a corner. That's not what I'm talking about, but if you need to not see the sun that day, I understand, and it's a good reason, and do it. If it makes you feel better, do it. Don't worry about it. Scratch that off. Number 3, which kind of contradicts my number 2, try not to isolate yourself, even if you feel like isolating yourself. Go out there. If the opportunity is there, go. But if you're alone, that's quite alright, and I'll keep telling you what to do in case you're alone, but I highly suggest you not be alone, because you end up talking to your camera like I am. So that's number 3. Number 4, if you're sad because of a person, try not to think about that event that made you sad in the first place. If you have thoughts of that person in mind, think about, I know it's hard, think about all the positives, or at least one positive moment that you lived with that person, and it's gonna make you feel better, and it's gonna help you gain another perspective. Like if you're sad and angry, like that you had a fight with, like, I don't know, your parents, like, ah. But if you think about, oh, you know, when we went to the circus and my dad got me this pony and it was so nice, you know, it makes you feel better, and it also makes you feel like, hey, you know, it's not a bad person after all. I should maybe talk to him and stop being sad about it. It was just a fight. So yeah, think about positive things about that person, and it's gonna make you smile instead of thinking about, I just had a fight, you know? You get it. Number 5, I don't know if you're following along. I have them listed nice. So number 5, do something. I know it's vague, but do something. Don't just sit there and mope and listen to your music, because I know that's what you do. I know you listen to sad music and just be there like, Johnny Cash hurt. That's what I do. So don't do that. It's bad. Do something. I know it sounds bad, but distract yourself, because you need to let those feelings sink in before your head comes to take over. But while those feelings sink in, definitely do something to distract you, like watch a movie or write or read a book. Number 6, I think this just applies to girls. Guys, if you do this too, let me know, because that would be really interesting to know. But do something that involves grooming. I don't know if I'm making myself clear. By grooming, I mean make yourself pretty. Girls, most of my friends, when I tell them, I'm like, oh, you know, just go take a bath, read your Cosmo, and just relax in a zen environment, pluck your eyebrows. You know, it usually makes you feel better after, because you're like, I don't know, there's something about bath and grooming that implies cleansing and letting go and washing away. So I'm guessing that's the whole process that goes around in your emotions and in your head, that you're cleansing. And the last one is talk to someone. I know it's the last thing on your mind, that's why it's the last thing on my mind, so it's the last thing on my list. But when you feel sad, you have a tendency to just want to be alone for a minute and just people, are you okay? Are you okay? No. Ugh. They mean well. Talk to them if someone asks you, you know. And that's definitely what I'm gonna do tonight, because I need it. This is out of nowhere, but the other method is I don't remember what psychologist tried to do this a long time ago, is that he had depression, so what he would do is he would sit in front of the mirror and just smile to himself. That also works, but make sure no one sees you, because you look like a bit of an idiot when you're like in front of a mirror like for hours, you know. But it helps, because when you smile, like it activates the you know, the muscles that pull to make you smile, and the wrinkles, and your brain reads it as, hey, she must be happy. Endorphins, you know, that type of thing. That also works if you're in a bad mood. Or the other one, find something cute in your house and just stare at it, if you don't want to stare at yourself smiling in the mirror. I have that. Still sad now? Wait for it. Are you still sad now? Are you still sad now? Oh, it's so cute! Are you still sad now? Are you sure? You still sad? Yeah, it made me feel better anyway. So yeah, I'm sorry this was a bit of a depressing episode. Oh god. This was a bit of a depressing video, but I don't know, I kind of feel better. And I hope you do too. And if you have some of your tips on what you do when you're sad to pick yourself up, definitely leave it in the comments down below. And yeah, I'm gonna go make a phone call and just release all my sadness to someone. And I'll see you again in my next video. I'll promise you I'll be in a better mood, okay? Bye, have a nice day.